All right. Well, we have some actual comment from Fox Sports about the performance of Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, via a discussion about their month in November where they broke all the records they had for a month, thanks in part to several events, and specifically included Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Let's talk about that in this video. And remember that I told you this before. These big guys are not just looking at the individual return gross profits or net profits on an event. They have other metrics and other standards of success that they look at, and we oversimplify things when we just talk about pay-per-view numbers and ticket sales. So let's get into that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, special thank you to the new members. Please join right there. I hope you accept my invitation to join. Also, thank you so much to the Patreons community for your support and encouragement there, as well as the live stream community that come by every day, Monday through Friday, right around 11:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, and our weekending show, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, for OG Boxing Talk with myself, Blood Boxing, QK, blah, 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 excuse me, my man, KQKC Boxing, and Curtis Anderson, the boxing historian. Now, before I get into this video, I want to say quick apologies. Sorry, lack of professionalism. I didn't check my sound on the last several videos. As you know, this is not my primary job, and I was out. I had a deadline on some things I had to get out, and I just did not check my audio before I put the videos up. Thank you to the people that let me know in the comment section that my main audio track was off. So you just heard the audio coming out of these cameras instead of the audio coming out of this mic. So yeah, it happens. Won't happen this video. We'll make sure we take care of that. But let's get into this. There's a lot of talk about Deontay Wilder and Fox regretting taking the Deontay Wilder fight for Luis Ortiz and paying him what was reported by Dan Rayfield, cannot be confirmed or confirmed by me or not confirmed by Fox. But according to what Dan Rayfield was told, and people always take his numbers, $20 million for a fight guaranteed for Deontay Wilder for this fight. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it did 2,500 pay-per-view buys. It did 25,000 pay-per-view buys. It did 135,000 pay-per-view buys, 130, a bunch of different numbers, right? Saying that, hey, man, this is how much money it could have made. They paid this guy this much money. It wasn't worth him. It's a bust. Fox made a mistake. Well, according to Fox, they don't feel like they made a mistake at all. And they talked about, specifically mentioned Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder as one of these great must-see events that led to their record-breaking month. He says, this is quoting David Katz, the executive vice president and head of digital Fox Sports, says, in November, Fox Sports yet again delivered can't-miss events. The NFL, Michigan, Ohio State, Wilder, Ortiz, and our innovative digital content plan amplified the conversation around those special moments. Then they mentioned some specific numbers, and they say that they had their biggest months in YouTube views on different digital platforms. And what was the specific phrase? The brand also had its best month ever on YouTube, which contributed to 206 million video views and 1 billion minutes consumed. That's a 60% increase year over year. The 206 million video views, that's a 93% increase year over year. The brand scored 543 million video views and 2.7 billion minutes of total consumption. That's a 29% year over year increase for the total consumption. And the brand, and as far as the views go year over year, it was a 41% increase. So what they are specifically talking about is that they had a streaming across their streaming across Fox and their Fox owned and operated channels and third-party platforms grew over 50% over year. But specifically that this was the best month that they had for streaming their videos, for streaming their content. Now, notice that this guy did not mention revenue. He didn't say, well, we made X amount, we made a net profit of this amount, we sold this many pay-per-views. This particular guy didn't say anything about that because his metrics are focused on having people view their content. So he spoke about things like video views, and he talked about total minutes of consumption. Now, who does that sound familiar to? If you are on a YouTube channel, you know that is the metrics that YouTube is interested in. They are interested in your watch time, which is your total, which your minutes viewed and how many minutes people that watch your videos spend on YouTube and keep you on that platform, on this platform, so you can consume other things. These are views. I mean, these are metrics that are not directly related to revenue, but are directed to the growth of their brand, the recognition of their brand, to see the name Fox Sports out there, to see highlights of Deontay Wilder knocking out Luis Ortiz or Deontay Wilder, and then having that be spread and seen by millions and millions of people. They know that is a product that they deliver, that people who are interested in other things like their their NFL programs and their college football game, their college football programs, that they're also interested in. They want to be able to keep people on the Fox network where they can have their big money deals. Obviously are the NFL, they are, college football. Specifically, the things that they mentioned was the NFL, the Michigan-Ohio State game, and then they mentioned Wilder versus Ortiz. Now, Wilder Ortiz clearly, just like any boxing event, other than maybe a Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Jr., is not going to be on the level of the Super Bowl. But this is keeping Fox's name and growing the brand of Fox leading up to their big money event, which is the Super Bowl. Now, if there's any AJ fans out there that believe that Anthony Joshua did any of these other events of the size of the Super Bowl, yeah, I got something else for you. But the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because we get into so many debates on our channel, right? And about whether Deontay Wilder's pay-per-view was successful, whether the ticket sales were significant, or whether the pay-per-view numbers were significant. Truthfully, the venue tickets, that's an issue for the promoter. That might be Bomb Squad Promotions. Could be, I'm not sure who Luis Ortiz's specific promoter is, or it could be related to Al Heyman's managerial fee. But the people that put the guarantee behind that fight and put the most money behind that fight is Fox. And what they're looking for is the growth of their brand. They're a wholly owned subsidiary of Fox, which I do believe is owned by Disney. That now while you cannot buy individual stocks in Fox Sports, that is an asset that is held by a publicly traded corporation. They are very, very, very focused on the consumer opinion or perception of that brand, of the Fox brand. So from everything that I can see, these guys seem like they're extremely happy. But they're not talking about the same thing that we're talking about. Because I can tell you something for sure. I know that the NFL Super Bowl is going to have 0 pay-per-view buys. Now they're going to have hellified ticket sales. They're going to have 0 pay-per-views. Michigan, what was the other thing? Michigan, Ohio State, that had 0 pay-per-views. They seem very, very happy with Michigan, Ohio State. They seem very happy with the NFL. I've never had a pay-per-view. Paid a pay-per-view for the NFL. the reason that they get their money off of those are the advertisements. And the longer that they keep these advertising related, the higher they keep these advertising related metrics, the more money they can charge people to advertise on their channel. And that's at least my understanding of how they make their money. So according to Fox, when they mention this what do they say? Dominant Fox Sports fall drives continual digital growth with 543 million views in November. Brand's best month ever on YouTube. Streaming views up 49%. All of those are metrics that they use, that they figure are related to the expansion of their brand in the new digital economy, right? Because now it's all about the cell phones. It's about YouTube. It's about Twitter, all of that good old stuff. So obviously Deontay Wilder was a major portion of that. Also, just to let you know, I went and looked on Fox PBC, and Fox PBC, the PBC on Fox, and I don't know for sure if that's owned by PBC, but more than likely that's owned by Fox. They had over 25 million views on that channel, just on that one channel in the month of November. That of the 200 million views they had on YouTube, 10% of that came from just the Fox PBC, just the Fox PBC app with their boxing. And by the way, the PBC channel on YouTube started, I do believe, in December of 2018. So it's not even a year old, and they've already have 350,000 subscribers now. And I do believe when I looked at it, it was somewhere around 100 million views, something like that, 200 million views. I don't care about the subscribers because you can buy subscribers. That's how that is on YouTube. But regardless, very interesting information. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.